Antoinette Lattouf has won her unlawful termination case against the ABC.
It is apparent from observing Ms. Lattouf in the witness box that the termination of her employment and the circumstances in which it occurred caused her great distress and continues to do so.
A judge in Sydney's federal court found that the ABC had breached both the Fair Work Act and the ABC's own enterprise agreement when it terminated Lattouf from her casual presenting gig on ABC Radio Sydney in December 2023. Justice Darryl Rangiah found that the ABC had terminated Lattouf's contract
for reasons including that she held a political opinion opposing the Israeli military campaign in Gaza.
The judge also found that the ABC had contravened its own enterprise agreement in not giving her due process, not putting allegations to her about why it was terminating her contract, and not giving her the chance to respond to those allegations.
I will order that the ABC pay Ms. Lattouf compensation of $70,000. I will order that the matter be set down for hearing to determine the question of whether the ABC should be ordered to pay any pecuniary penalty, and if so, in what amount, on a date to be fixed.
As the judge handed down his decision and it became clear that Antoinette Lattouf had won, she bowed her head and burst into tears. When the judge had finished delivering his decision and court was adjourned, applause and cheers erupted from the many supporters of Lattouf who had gathered in the courtroom. Speaking outside the court later that day, Lattouf said it had been made clear by the court that she had been fired due to a political opinion.
Today the court has found that punishing someone for sharing facts about these war crimes is also illegal. I was punished for my political opinion.
Her lawyer, Josh Bornstein, told reporters that the ABC had panicked when it had begun receiving complaints about Lattouf's presence on air and then had dug itself into a hole it refused to come out of.
Not only did the ABC act illegally, it then dug in and has fought this litigation every step of the way, digging an even bigger hole for itself and undermining its credibility and the trust that many Australians have once held in the ABC.
The decision ends a mammoth 18-month-long fight between Lattouf and the ABC that has cost the taxpayer more than $1 million in the ABC's legal costs.
The ABC rejected an offer last July to settle the case for $85,000, instead blowing over $1 million in taxpayer money to discredit itself. So not only did the complaints and its panicked reaction to the lobbying lead it into a perverse decision, it doubled down.